Are you sick of getting stuck in side control? Well, in the next video, I'm going to show you guys 2 escapes and 2 sweeps to start switching your defense to offense. Let's get started. When an opponent gets side control on us, they can start setting up attacks. They can start advancing to more dominant positions like mount and switching to back. And the problem that happens most often when we get pinned in this position, we start panicking and we let our opponent get their chest-to-chest connection and then we're flat on the mat. So first point we have to concentrate on is getting a good angle in our position. We don't want to be flat on the mat, we want to be turned towards our opponent. So let's get into the first important concept and the first important thing that we have to apply, the frames. We're going to start with the top frame. So a common mistake that people do, okay, so Sam's gonna come towards me real slow, is when they get the top frame here, okay, either they put their hand too far towards this shoulder and this is gonna make Sam get the position, he's gonna be able to push my arm away. Yes, he's gonna be able to get the top position on me and attack like an arm triangle. Or get other positions that are fun, or they grab it too far towards the other shoulder, and this what it does is when he's gonna put pressure, it's gonna instantly collapse, okay? Because I have no structure, I have no frame here that's possible because I can't use my arm bone to keep him away. So the proper way to get this frame is when he comes, I grab right behind his shoulder here, okay? There's like a place that there's a nice little bone, and we up the elbow high towards the sky, okay? So now if he tries to collapse this frame, he's pushing against my arm here, my arm bone, and it's solid. But you gotta keep it tight here, and if he comes once again, well then it's solid, so he's not gonna be able to collapse it. The second important frame to enter is the bottom arm frame, the one that we're putting on our opponent's hip. All right, so now we just saw the top frame. Now we're gonna talk about the bottom frame with the right arm. So a big mistake that people make here is, first of all, they put the frame too much in the middle here and too much towards the other hip. Right here, I have zero control on this lower body, so if Sam comes lower towards me, I have no control on his hips right now. Even if I push, I have no frame because it's collapsing. Same thing as the upper frame before. The positioning is not right if I'm on the bottom hip. So when he comes down, I have to be towards the top hip instead, and the hand has to be poking out like this. So now if he comes down, I have a solid frame with this arm, and I can create a bit of space. Okay, be very careful when you do this, not to put your hand like this when you're starting. We're gonna put it like this later on. I'll show you guys how to finish it out, but you don't wanna put it like this when we're starting because if he collapses his hips down, we can hurt our wrist, okay? So that's for the bottom arm frame. When I'm talking about extending, okay, there's gonna be a point that once he comes and we're a bit further in the escape and I start getting away from him, then you're gonna want to extend with the arm to finish the escape, because you want to create distance, but there's a time to do it, and it's not when you just get it at first like this, you got to start framing and keep it solid. If you guys can see well enough in the video, what I mean about when you gotta not put your hand on the hip is your hand, see it right now, if I put it like this, and this is the opponent's hip, if he switches base and our hand's like this, the wrist might get crushed. So we want to put it that our hand sticks out like this and it's not actively on the hip until we make it to the moment that we extend our arm. The final frames that are really important are the leg frames, and often we don't do this right. Let's get into why. And the final frames is the lower body frame, so the legs, okay? Now the mistake that a lot of people make here is they manage to get their leg in like I have it now, and they just try and push with the knee, okay? So if I try and push with the knee, I have hardly, put a bit of pressure, I have no room here. So what you want to do is you want to do it like a leg extension, and this lets me get room to put in my other frame, which we can often put in the armpit, pummel like near the armpit, and then it's going to give us room to finish the escape. If he's tight, okay, and he's really tight on me with this, very important that when you extend the leg, you want to hip escape at the same time. Look at all this room that I have here. And like I said before, my hand, the frame, once I do the leg extension, I push like this. It gives me nice distance. My top frame is in the right position. It's holding the elbow. It's holding the shoulder. The elbow is high. I'm solid right now. Sam come towards me. He's gonna have a hard time. Then I can frame in and we can finish the escape. Created enough room to get our frames in. We're gonna get into the first escape, which is called a frame and hip escape. Okay, so to finish off the escape, okay, we're gonna go through all the sequences that we have to do to finish it. Just a little point first, though, a really important point. You're not gonna just go in here and get your frames and get the escape. You're gonna have to create some space, because when you're doing a side control escape, it's a game of inches, okay? It's inches at a time. It's really important to make little progressions. It's like a game of chess. People say often jiu-jitsu is a game of chess. This is a good example, especially when you get against somebody who's got a solid crossface or solid top game pressure. You're not gonna be able just to push them away, okay? Here, what we're gonna wanna do to create, okay, the room for this frame is we're gonna want to step out our foot. We're gonna want to shrimp and bridge and push with our bicep, okay? When I push with my bicep here, it gives me the space to enter my leg frame, my lower frame, and then I get my top frame. I pummel it in, I get my top frame. I grab behind the bone, elbow high, okay? Leg in tight. Now if Sam tries to come towards me, I'm solid. I got a good beginning to the escape, okay? Here, my leg, you see the leg? Don't forget, we extend, okay? We're gonna make room to enter our legs. When I extend, okay, you gotta keep this frame tight. I extend, I pass from an elbow to pushing out with my hand. This is gonna give me the room to enter this frame in, and then I'm gonna be able either to go into a high knee shield half guard, okay? We're gonna turn Sam just a bit towards here. So either a high knee shield half guard. We can go into a Z lock, okay? Z guard, sorry. A low knee shield, or if you rather, we can go into half butterfly. We can go into full butterfly, or, okay, we can, since we were here, we have this foot, sorry Sam, we have this foot, we extend, we're going to put the far foot on the hip. We're going to do a leg curl towards our glute, and we're going to rotate and finish in a close guard. When we're finishing off the frame escape, okay, we can push off the hip. Okay, we're here. We can push off the hip like this. We can also prevent him from coming in, because some people are gonna try and be active and come in, like Sam, if he wants to come in now and he starts wanting to go around me, exactly, he's gonna get a crossface, he might be able to squish me down. So a good practice that we can do right here is we control him at the wrist. So now if he tries and comes towards me, well, I have another level of defense here that I can control him with. This escape is very effective against most kinds of side control, but if the opponent starts being active with his side control, you might want to switch to the next one. This one's called the underhook escape. Important for this escape is we have to clear the crossface. If we don't clear the crossface, he's going to get chest pressure on us, and we don't want this. So here's how to clear the crossface. Before we do the next escape, I want to show you guys how to clear a crossface with a nice little inside pummel. So Sam comes here, okay? So I got my frame in. Sam's got a tight crossface on me. Oh, sorry, he's squishing good. And I'm trying to get my interior pummel on him, okay? What I want to do is I want to create a bit of room. I'm going to enter my hand like a telephone right here, okay? Already I have less pressure in the crossface. I'm going to open up my elbow, and I'm going to lay on my bicep here. See, I'm laying on my bicep, my head's towards him. This is called a pillow escape. So now if he comes and he wants to go around me, if he tries to, see, Sam. If he goes around, I can control his hip and I have a control on the position. Come back. If he comes to cross-face me right now, he's gonna have a hard time because he has no leverage on my neck. My neck is here, he can cross-face me all day long. And he's gonna get chest to chest. We don't want him to get chest to chest and squish us down, okay? If I'm laying on my bicep like this, try and cross-face me, Sam, he's gonna have a hard time. Try and turn me on my back, Sam, he's gonna have a hard time, and I can follow him with my hand. Try it out. Once you clear the crossface, it's now time to get into the next escape and sweep, which is called the underhook escape to wrestle up. Just looked at the pillow defense for the crossface, so it's gonna be very useful for this next escape, okay? So Sam here, okay, the last escape works against somebody that's more static, okay, that's staying in place, and it has a more old school side control system. Now, if the person's a bit more dynamic, okay, and he's got a crossface and he wants to start moving, okay, so we're gonna start from having our frames. So remember how we got them before. So it's the same setup as the other escape at first. We got our frames in, okay, starting to build up. He's got a little crossface on me. When I open the crossface like before, okay, very important for this escape, you have to open the crossface, okay? Pummel, telephone, open up the elbow. So right here, okay, the important part here, okay, I got my frame in, I got my top frame. As soon as I open this crossface, I'm going to switch for a high underhook right here, okay? So I got the underhook, I punch it high. Here, I'm going to build up on an elbow. Now, when we build up on an elbow, okay, I'm not building my elbow under me because if Sam comes towards me, he's gonna squish me down. I have no base. Build it over our head, build it high, okay? Here, I'm going to take this foot, I'm going to grip over his foot here, okay? I'm going to lift it up, curl it in. I'm going to go here. Now I got control on his leg, okay? We can call this sort of a dogfight position with a knee wrench, okay? This overhook, this high underhook that I have here, I'm going to go tight waist, low here. I'm going to put my head low. I'm going to grab this hand, grab his knee. I'm going to pull towards me and I'm going to drive into him. Pull and drive. We just escaped the side control. So I'm gonna do it one more time from another angle. So, Sam's here. I got the frame in, okay? I got this, he's got the crossface, okay? I got to open the crossface. I take my hand, pummel in, telephone, open. When it's here, there's a bit of a sense of urgency. I can't stay here. Don't forget we have our bottom leg frame too, very important, okay? Here, this, right here, the top frame, transforms into a high underhook, okay? We got punch it high, okay? If it's here, it has no power, punch it high. We're gonna build up to a high elbow. Remember, not here, high elbow. Here, this frame, I'm gonna bring it down, I'm going to switch this foot, I'm going to grab his foot, grab purchase on his foot, lift it up, okay? Now I'm going to build up to a base. I'm going to rotate his knee a bit outwards, it's gonna help me. This underhook here that was high, okay, it's going to come to a low tight waist. My head comes low. This hand that's on at my elbow base is going to get his far leg. I'm going to pull it towards us and we're going to drive into him. And we're going to secure top position. So just so you guys see the leg work that I use for this type of escape, okay? There's other ways to do it, but this is how I do it. I have short legs, it works really well for me. Maybe if you have longer legs, it might not work as well, okay? So I built up to my elbow here, okay? See how I block here with this foot? I'm gonna bring it in. This foot comes over, okay? See, I'm gonna pull it over, I'm gonna wedge it over my bottom foot here, okay? So by wedging it here, if Sam tries to get his leg out, he's gonna have a hard time to get it out because I'm creating like an outside torque. When I do this, I curl my heel, and I'm gonna be nice because Sam is my friend, okay? I curl my heel towards my butt, okay? And now that I created the wedge here, it's gonna let me get up to my knees. Now when I'm on my knees here, I turn it out a bit like this, very nicely because it's my friend, okay? If you're in competition, turn it, keep it tight, okay? And then we can finish our escape as we did before. This is a super effective escape and sweep system that I like to use very often, that I use even in competition. But sometimes the opponent is responsible defensively and he gets a whizzer and he tries to counter us with a hip toss. So there's a little counter to that counter that's gonna be in the next part. So a thing that can happen though with the last technique that we just saw, okay, is that he counters us. There's a counter as if he gets a whizzer and you can hip toss us. So I'm gonna show you guys how to counter that counter. So Sam comes here. Okay, so I get the position that we had before. I got his leg, okay? It's opened up like this. Everything's going well for me. I did all the steps I had to do, but Sam is responsible and he's gonna put some good pressure on me, okay? Right here, he just cancels out if he puts some chest pressure on me. He's gonna bring me towards the ground here. I'm not gonna be able to go for the technique before, because if I do, and I put some pressure, okay? If I go towards this, Sam is just gonna hip toss me, okay? And the technique's no more good. And now we just got into a bad position. We lost all our buildup that we just did. So what we're gonna do is when we're here, if he counters, and this is a timing move, okay? So we really gotta time it well, and we gotta feel the pressure properly. So be aware when you do it. So Sam is gonna squish, he's gonna put some pressure, he's gonna squish me to the mat. When I feel he starts squishing me to the mat, I'm gonna take my right knee, and I'm gonna stick it to his leg, okay? So like this, we're gonna go slow, Sam. So I take my right knee, I'm gonna stick it to his leg. Now he's gonna start putting slowly some pressure, okay? I'm going to take this hand, I'm going to dive it in under his other leg, okay? And I'm going to roll. So start putting some pressure, we dive in, we underhook it, and we bring him, okay? I'm gonna do it from another angle so you don't just see Sam's butt in the camera. So Sam's here, okay? Go a bit left so we can see. So Sam's right here. Yes, he's got the technique in, okay? So I got my technique in, he's squishing me down, okay? Now, when I come to go for my other technique, he's gonna whizzer tight and he's gonna push me in the mat. I come here, I stick my knee in. Now Sam's gonna wanna hip toss me. When I feel this pressure, I'm going to use this momentum. I'm going to dive an underhook right here, okay? I'm going to go on my shoulder and I'm going to roll him. So there you have it, boys and girls. That's 2 escapes and 2 sweeps that I like to use to escape from side control. There's plenty more that I like to use that will probably be showing in a couple of videos in the next few months. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and leave a comment below and try them out and tell me what you think. See you guys.